Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to the Explainer. We are looking squarely at the reality of 2026 right now, and AI is absolutely no longer just hype. It's not a shiny new toy anymore. It has literally become essential infrastructure for removing friction from our daily lives. So today, we're focusing on how you can use AI for massive productivity gains, especially when we're talking about fast data collection, eliminating that redundant busy work, organizing your study time, and just streamlining your everyday office tasks. So let me ask you a question that I think pretty much all of us can relate to. Are you still spending hours drafting routine emails, or maybe summarizing meetings by hand, or bouncing between a dozen different apps just to get a single project organized? Because if you are, you're working way harder than you need to. That manual, administrative, busy work is exactly the kind of friction we're going to eliminate today. And this is brilliantly illustrated by a recent 2025 study from Taxetra. They found that professionals using generative AI are completing their writing tasks 40% faster on average. Think about that for a second. That is almost half your drafting time just handed right back to you, so you can focus on actual high-level thinking. To put that into an even broader perspective, 60 to 70%. That's McKinsey's estimate on the percentage of routine knowledge work tasks that generative AI could completely automate. It's a staggering number, right? The urgency here is super clear. If you aren't adapting and building systems with these tools, you're essentially running on a treadmill while everyone else is taking the express train. So here is our roadmap to solve those daily friction points. First, we'll cover the AI productivity paradigm. Then, automating redundant office work, mastering meetings and schedules, organizing study and teaching, and finally, safe and ethical AI use. All right, Section 1, the AI productivity paradigm, systems over software. Now, the big takeaway here is that AI isn't here to replace you. Instead, it removes the friction when you pair it with intentional, well-designed systems. Just look at the contrast between the old manual workflow and the new AI-assisted flow. It's like night and day. On the manual side, we've all been there. Endless email chains just trying to find a meeting time, scattered notes, tedious data entry. It's exhausting. But on the AI side, you've got auto-scheduling, smart task blocks, and rapid automated data collection. The software itself is just a tool, sure, but building a system around it to remove friction, that is what actually gives you your time back. Moving right along to Section 2, automating redundant office work and eliminating that busy work. And honestly, the best part about 2026 is that you don't need some massive, expensive enterprise plan to pull this off. For instance, you've got Zapier, which offers truly accessible, no-code automation between your apps. People are reclaiming multiple hours every single week just by setting up a few simple workflows to stop doing repetitive data entry. Then there's Notion AI, absolutely brilliant for taking chaotic brain dumps and instantly organizing them into structured plans. And Good Day is this incredible platform that unifies project and resource management into an all-in-one workspace, so you're not constantly losing focus by context switching all day. Okay, Section 3, mastering meetings and schedules. Let's talk about ending calendar chaos, because automating your office work naturally extends right into how you manage your time. Say hello to your new scheduling assistants. Reclaim.ai is fantastic. It uses smart time blocking to automatically schedule your tasks and habits around the commitments you already have. Calendly, which is a classic by now, totally eliminates that painful, hey, what time works for you email chain with automated booking. And Clockwise, it actually auto-reschedules your flexible meetings to intentionally carve out uninterrupted focus time for deep work. It's a real game changer. But what about when you're actually sitting in the meeting? Well, based on real-world testing, here's a breakdown of the absolute top free AI note-taking bots out there right now. For teams living on Zoom or Google Meet, TLDV is phenomenal because it gives you unlimited AI summaries. Fathom is incredibly strong for solo users who just need those free forever recordings. If you happen to be running a global or multilingual team, Firefly supports over 100 languages. And for in-person lectures or interviews, honestly, Otter's mobile app is still pretty unmatched. Actually, scratch that. I want to zoom in on TLDV for just a second. Crucially, they provide a native desktop app for bot-free capture. And guys, this is a massive win for privacy. It captures the audio locally without adding one of those awkward visible bots to your call. This effortlessly bypasses recent platform restrictions on third-party bots, all while staying strictly GDPR compliant. It's just a highly intelligent workaround for fast, secure data collection. All right, Section 4, organizing study and teaching. The free academic arsenal. Because it's definitely not just the corporate world benefiting here. Students and teachers have this entirely new, free toolkit for faster learning and incredibly efficient prep. For students, these tools are indispensable right now. ChatGPT and Google Gemini are perfect for brainstorming or just summarizing really dense, complex topics. Canva Magic Studio gives you zero-skill professional design, instantly elevating your presentations. And Duolingo AI provides personalized, bite-sized language learning. The absolutely crucial thing to remember here is that these tools shouldn't do the work for the student. They're designed to accelerate your understanding of the material.
Now, what's really interesting here is Khanmigo by Khan Academy. It is a 100% free AI teaching assistant. I mean, we're talking about generating highly engaging lesson hooks, specific grading rubrics, and even drafting multilingual emails to parents, all in a matter of minutes. It practically gives teachers their prep time back, which lets them focus on what actually matters: real human connection in the classroom.
Finally, Section 5, Safe and Ethical AI Use, setting the guardrails. Look, with all this power comes responsibility, right? Leveraging these incredible tools requires a really practical framework to make sure we're using them safely. The British Council's latest guidelines put a heavy emphasis on a human-first approach. Basically, this means always prioritizing human well-being, keeping the learner or the client's needs central, and actively checking that whatever the AI spits out is accurate, inclusive, and appropriate. AI is a fantastic assistant, but there is absolutely no way it replaces human judgment. So, the crucial point regarding privacy and data rights, and please hear me on this, you must never input personal or identifiable data into a public AI tool. Strip out the names, the emails, student IDs, sensitive client info, the whole shebang. You really don't want to accidentally feed your private proprietary data into a public training model. And going right along with that, transparency and accountability are non-negotiable. Whether you're a student submitting a paper, a teacher making a lesson plan, or a professional drafting a report, just be open about your AI usage, document your prompts, explicitly cite your AI-generated content. Doing that protects your credibility and maintains the absolute trust of your audience. Oh, and let's not forget the environmental cost here. Did you know an AI query uses 5 to 10 times more energy compared to a standard web search? It's kind of wild. It's a stark reminder to use these tools purposefully. Don't just prompt endlessly or aimlessly. Practice green prompting, meaning be highly precise with your requests so you minimize server load and reduce your climate impact. Okay, let's turn all of this theory into a highly actionable plan. Please don't get overwhelmed and try to adopt 10 tools tomorrow. Keep it simple. Step 1. Identify your absolute biggest bottleneck right now. Is it scheduling? Is it note-taking? Email drafting? Step 2. Introduce just one tool to solve that specific problem and build the habit of using it every day. Step 3. Once that's running smoothly, layer in another tool to start building a cohesive, frictionless system. You completely have the power to do this. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought for today's explainer. Are you ready to step off that manual treadmill and design a system where AI handles the busy work? The tools are free, they're incredibly accessible, and they're literally waiting for you to use them to reclaim your time. The choice of whether to work harder or work smarter, well, that's entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me to explore this today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.